Boris Cizmarin, you come Kemin 2 years ago?
Yes.
Been here 2 years. So, what do you like our small but beautiful town?
It's small, but it's nice. The nature is very nice, and the winters are amazing. It's like fairy tale. I've never seen so much snow like in Kemin during winter time, and quickly we adopted this weather and the people here. So generally, very positive opinion about Kemin.
So, are there anything what you don't like? 25 minus.
No, maybe December when it's a little bit dark. End of November, beginning of December, before snow starts to fall. So this dark period of 20-30 days is a little bit strange. We're not used to it. So this is the only small negative thing that's not easy to get used to, but it's okay.
Yeah. That's true. How even when you start, how you get in Kemin?
Mr. Ari contacted me and Kalle Husko. They had good recommendation from Micho Martic, national team coach of Finland. They asked somebody who can play and at the same time help coach Marco Calermo with training the team, coaching the team. So they wanted somebody to bring experience and to try and to lift the team and the junior team as well of FC Kemin. So in the beginning I was not that interested. I finished my career in Beirut. I was in Lebanon 4 years, and I got my son. My baby was 1 year old, and I decided to stay in my country. I was owner of one restaurant, and my wife is a chemistry professor, so we had a good life. But they persuaded me to come to Kemin, to sit, to talk to them, to explain the project. And the project was also involved with my family. So they wanted to bring me and my family here to give us a different type of life, also to help my wife with employment. So they wanted us to stay here longer time, so I will be able to work, train and play for FC Kemin. So then after the negotiations we agreed to come and to make a long-term project.
Okay. So you are playing in the FC Kemin teams, but you also coaching.
Yes.
So what kind of is Boris Cizmarin normal day in Kemin?
A normal day, I wake up pretty early because of my son, so 7:30 I'm already up. FC Kemin is training from Monday till Saturday, if no games, every day, and Tuesdays and Thursdays 2 times per day. So if we have 2 trainings per day, they are at 10:30 in the morning already. So after breakfast we already have first morning training. The moment we finish we go for lunch with family. After lunch we have small rest and afternoon new training. So usually if we don't train 2 times, then I have a junior team that I train, let's say Mondays and Thursdays before our FC Kemin training team. So mostly I'm spending 2 times per day on training field.
Okay, so you know Tervahallis backwards and forwards and downwards and
I'm more than at home.
yeah. That's true. What do you think? What kind of level FC Kemin juniors are today?
Juniors improved a lot since we came, since Boba and Anderson Suarez and me started to work with them. They went promotion 1 league up. Under 19 team, they played the 3rd division team. Also they won promotion. We have Elias, Anton Ravi from junior team who are now in FC Kemin first team, as well as Juho, the goalkeeper. So they are improving. Still, of course, they need time. They're very young. Elias is 16, Anton is 18 years old, and they have very good potential. But their time will come in 2 or 3 years. It's still very early to expect from them to help our team that's fighting for a championship to be a first. So they're still not physically or mentally ready to play against best Finnish national team players, which is normal. But we made a big progress with them, and I think that FC Kemin has a very nice future with the kids.
Miko Martic told me that it's going so much, like last 2 years it's go like that all the time. What do you think about the whole Finnish junior? What level we have if you compare it to like a Serbian junior?
I was invited by Finnish U19 national team coaches to participate in a regional camp 2 times. So I was training your national team under 19 kids. So I was I was there with the best ones, and I think that there is very good players. Tanli Kohonen is one of them who is now with us in our team, and there is few more, and I think that generally futsal is growing rapidly in Finland, and that this new generation of young players will be even better than the old ones.
Yeah. Of course, if you watch the futsal league in the we play against Serbia in the World Champions in qualifying. Little lose, Serbia was better than go to World Champions and Finland then, but we have the chance to take now. We go to the European Championship. What do you think of whole futsal level in the Finland?
I think that Micho Martic did excellent work with national team. That in last few years, national team improved a lot. But in the same times, clubs did very good work the last 2-3 years. And with good work in clubs, for him it's easier to have better players, to have more quality in his national team. You see the national team changed a lot in the last 2-3 years. Many players are new, and that these new players are giving speed to the team, and that they're playing a little bit different, and they're able to play against the best teams. They were close to qualify to the World Cup. For me, they were at the equal level with Serbia, at some point of the game even better. But again, they don't have experience and individual quality that at the moment Serbia has. That was the decisive thing that keep them away from the World Cup. But in the same time, they went to the Euro for the first time in history, which is a very important thing for futsal in Finland.
Yeah.
And I think that FA should pay more attention and invest more in futsal because it's rapidly growing. Many foreign players, foreign coaches are here and coming in next season, and it's also evidence that clubs are investing. So every club is investing a lot in the league.
And now it's a play of time.
Yes.
Huge games. In you of course playing against Aka and Tornio play against Kädy. The level is high.
Yes. The stakes are high, and we are ready for these home games. We are, I believe, totally different team at our home. We used to play there. When we played with our strongest team, we never lost any game. We lost 2 games with our junior teams in the league. But if you think that FC Kemi, best team, didn't lose 2 years in home, I think this is a big advantage and big mental advantage for the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. So, what do you think of the? Of course, everybody wants that futsal come to the professional level, but of course you need money and lots of orders and that. But what about the practice? Is that high here or must do more?
I don't know in other teams how much they train, how much they work, but I believe they're also working more than before in last 2 seasons because the league is stronger, it's quicker, the players are better. When you compare, let's say 4 or 5 years before, and you see semi-finals, finals of the playoffs, and you're comparing now last 2 years of the league, that league is much quicker, much more, let's say, advantage style of the game than they played before. So it's growing, as I said, it's improving. The coaches are getting education through this licenses that Micho Martic also did. They also have now, almost all the coaches have UEFA B license. So with good education of the coaches, players are being made and they're growing in their clubs. So I think the league will even improve in next 2-3 years, even bigger than now.
Yeah. That's we definitely hope that. But of course, you do in FC Kemi, you do lots of works with Markku Kalerma and Kalle Huusko. What do you think? How you coaching team is?
I think that this was maybe even unexpected. Even Kalle said, but we created a very good chemistry from beginning, and our good work projected good results. As you saw that people used to talk when we arrived that we are an average team who will be maybe among 6th, 7th, 5th position maximum when we started this work. If you remember, first 2 games we lost from GFT and we won on penalties against Pepe. So we didn't have a good start, but every start is difficult. And with our good work, with the same players, eventually we almost won the league. When Corona arrived, we were 1 point behind Aka. And this year we won the regular part of season. So this is only with work. Still, if you think of our team, we have Anderson Suarez, Boba Tomic and me, and we have Tuka and Vesa who are 21, 22 years old. And this is our team that plays 80% of the games. So we're playing with 5-6 players, 2 years almost, and we are among best 2-3 teams. So I think all this comes because of the good work.
Yeah. That's
Because 2 years before, Vesa and Tuka were not even a national team. They were not important role players. Now they're in national team. They're playing big minutes in national team, and we changed them, I believe, totally, physically and tactically.
yeah, that's good. You're also playing in Serbia national team World Cup in 2012 and the European Championships also. What is to feel like to put the Serbia national team jersey on?
It's like for Finnish players, it's the biggest achievement you can make in your sport to play for your national team. And it's even bigger if you go to the World Cup. There is nothing bigger than a World Cup. It's the biggest competition in any sport. So I think this is the biggest prize you can get as a player. To go to competition that big, to see all that star players, to see all that national teams who are the best in the world, and to play against them, to compare yourself to them, to see where are you actually. And in the same time, how much more work you need to do to come to that level, to be able to play with the best. So World Cup and Europe Cup for any player is like a dream come true, and I think that Finnish national team will be a surprise at Europe Cup, that they will have a good results, and this is a good start, I believe, for the league as well and national team. One time they reach these big competitions, they will have bigger appetite to go again next season to maybe try and reach World Cup. But all this needs a big support from the FA. So if FA supports the sport, there is plenty room for progress, and I believe that Finnish national team has a big capacity with players to go to the highest competitions.
Yeah. Do you think that those World Cup and European Cup was your career's highlight, or something else?
Like I said, for me it was the biggest achievement to go there. But of course the biggest highlights is to win the league wherever you play. So in every country you go, you try to win the league, to compare yourself with the players in that country. So winning trophies is actually making you a big player. Like you said, your biggest highlights. Without trophies, you're, for me, still nobody.
What do you think that Finnish league have to do go to the next level?
I think that the next level, like everywhere in the good leagues, is TV rights. We have to have sign a contract with some TV company and to transfer 1 or 2 games per weekend. Without that, it's difficult for the clubs to survive. It's difficult to find sponsors. With TV rights, it's easier to find sponsors. It's bigger marketing for the clubs, bigger marketing for the league. In the same time, it's easier to attract sponsors who want to help clubs. Bringing the futsal league to the TV live also brings in new players. Many young players will see the futsal live. Many of them didn't see live games. And I think this is a big thing, and this is a very important thing that FA should do. That signing TV rights is a next step if we want to improve the sport, if we want to help the clubs and to help them to find easier sponsors.
Yeah. When you start to play, when was that?
I was 18-year-old. I played first football, of course, and I played futsal for my high school team. And then with my high school team, we won a national competition. So we were champions of Serbia between high schools. And this is where one team from my city saw me, and they invited me to play for them. I was still not sure, do I want to play futsal or no, but they persuaded me, they told me that I have much bigger talent for futsal, and that I'm very close to becoming a national team player if I work hard. So that's how I started, and after 2 years I already played for university national team. I played World Cup and 2 Europe Cups for university national team. And I won the 3rd place in University World Cup. And most of the players that played with me after we played also for Serbia A national team, and we went to Europe Cup and World Cup all together. So generally all our generation was together since university national team, since we were like 20 years, 21. Eventually we all made it to the A national team, and we made it big results.
Okay. do you have when you were a young player? Who was your idol?
I liked to watch Ronaldo, Thierry Henry, and of course Zinedine Zidane. But when it comes to futsal, in that time, Boomerang interview, it's at the moment Inter Movistar from Spain, the best team. They had one player, his last name was Schumacher. He was an amazing player who played with his mind more than with his technique and skills. And he was one of the best players in the world. Still, he was like, I think, 2 or 3 times voted for the FIFA best player. And he made a very big influence on me with my futsal beginnings. I liked to watch him a lot and to learn by watching what he's doing on the court, and I believe that in that time, for me, he was the biggest player.
Okay. Thank you, Boris Cizmarin.
Welcome.
And good luck for the playoffs and next weekend against Akka.
Thank you.